Good evening, and welcome to another scene in the living world of darkness rage across New York. And what an auspicious scene this is, for the Sept of the Green is finally mobilizing against the Ronin known as Melasya, a thorn in their side for who knows how long at this point. To be fair, this is actually really close to when Jacob actually makes the howl, just because real life is funny that way. So this is like a day or two, not like 2 weeks after that. So what we have is Jacob, Habakkuk, Milo, Zelda, and Icarus piling up outside of a skyscraper in the southern part of Manhattan. It's after dark. Um, there is a lot of traffic, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of foot traffic in the area, which is good. It's an office complex. Um, Lots of different businesses here, but it's the weekend. It's late. There might be some people working late, but generally speaking, all is quiet in this building. As the five of you approach the front doors, they're unlocked. The lobby is well lit, really modern, really nice. Lots of marble surfaces. Um, there is a single guard uh, sitting at the front desk, night watchman. Um, as you guys enter, he doesn't even really look up. He gives all of you a look over. Nobody looks immediately suspicious, and just sort of tips his hat to Jacob, who I assume is in the front.
Yeah. Jacob, just nods a hello, but keeping his face out of any cameras that he happens to spot.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, it's yeah.
Go ahead and make me a wit stealth roll to try to surreptitiously avoid camera angles.
I'm immediately salty. I don't have 5 words.
Got him.
Okay, 3 successes.
You're fine. Right. Yeah, so you managed to duck the angles in a nonchalant way. You've seen this enough to where you are sort of experienced by proxy in how to avoid giving the money shot to any cameras. So what do you do?
Well, we've got our questing stone, and we don't really want to use the left just because glasswalker chicanery or pseudo glasswalker chicanery. So you're just gonna take a walk up the stairs, keep that heart nice and healthy.
As we're going up the stairs, Havika will suggest if anybody can run quickly through the city, it might be a bit easier to get up the stairs, referring to the city running gift. As that's what he'll be doing as he's going up the stairs.
That is the opposite of me.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Jacob doesn't actually have that power.
And
So
you carry
Habakkuk,
Muhammad.
so Habakkuk gets to get to the tippy top and wait for everyone to climb the stairs.
How dare you wait your
Zelda's
turn.
gonna try to calm her breathing and stuff to make it seem like she's not having a hard time going up these stairs. Because she doesn't have city running or athletics, so
Roll me a athletics stamina check, big dog.
uh
Oh, yeah, I don't have it either. Am I making the same roll?
No.
Think it this way: you don't have a punctured lung, so it'll be a lot easier for you.
you sure?
You right.
Hey, you're fine.
Zelda is very clearly not winded by all this effort. Good job, Zelda.
I'm doing it.
Okay, so all of you take the stairs and you climb a solid 30 stories. It is a hell of a jaunt up to the tippy top of this building. And this is not even a very tall skyscraper. But you get there. Some of you faster than others. Good job, Havika. You are faced with a door on the landing of the 30th story. At this point, the only floor upwards is the roof.
All right, y'all ready?
Ready.
Havika, you good?
He seems to be playing with something in his pockets as he counts to himself and then he nods. And though he will present, before I go in there, I thought about bringing some stuff that will transform into a lupus, but there was a bit of a downside. If we look directly into the light, we could transform into lupus too.
So maybe give us a heads up, like a secret word, like pineapple, and then throw it, and then let it so that we,
Maybe not pineapple because she might think it's a grenade and she'll get out of the way.
To be fair, do we want her to turn into a wolf here?
It would be easier to carry.
Would she?
It's a lot smaller. And we could put her in a small container. It's not like she's going to be in his spell.
Well, whatever. I guess I guess the situation will work out the way it works out. Then I guess.
We'll just decide in a moment.
Yeah.
Like I said, just in case. This is not my main game plan.
If for some reason we can't get her, it just makes her quicker to run away from us. Ah ha ha. Anyways,
Well, I said this is going to be easy.
no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Though, as we're going up this, as we get to a particular floor, have a go look over the Jacob and says, "Do you want me to scan the area for any spells?"
Pardon?
Havik asks if he wants him to scan the floor for any obvious spells.
Sure.
Hey, ST, can I, wait, is peeking visible? I don't remember. Like if I wanted to peer into the gauntlet, or peer on the other side.
Yes, it is visible. You can't really interact, but they can notice you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That might have been a dumb thing to do.
Through
Oh,
the
no.
pack lead, Jacob, I could peek on the other side if you want me to, but I would suggest not doing it.
Yeah, let's just play that one safe. You don't want to blind yourself.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Getting my page number, my PDF closed. Crashed on me.
I'll spend a willpower for whisper catching too.
Why do we have to be at the bottom of the book?
Because it begins with you.
Yeah, I know. Just to make sure. Okay, perceptions, enigmas. Okay, just wanted to make sure that I was doing that right. So. All right. Avika pours some water into his hand and kind of waves it around the room. He says he does not notice anything.
Hmm. Okay, well, I guess we just head in then. Jacob says, kind of looking at his questing stone.
All right. So, you guys enter into the darkened corridor outside of the stairs. This is the landing where the elevators are. There is only one door on the opposite wall, meaning that whatever is beyond this space seems to be one area, and it is not. There's not like glass walls. It's basically cordoned off by an actual wall, so you can't really see what's going on the other side. It's nondescript. There's no signage or markings or anything. So
Okay.
you do notice cameras on each end of the little landing that you're on.
Okay. Is it possible to just avoid those?
I mean, they're here because it's very easy to see everybody roll in.
No.
I'll just keep my face out of them, but yeah.
So Jacob, I don't know, hoists his jacket over his head.
Zelda's gonna put on a mask.
I just pull up the collar and just place it over my my mouth as if I'm like, and I actually pull up my sleeve as I'm cupping into it. Yes, and just walk through it and away from the cameras.
There's only one place to get out of line of sight of the cameras, and that's either into the place you just came out of or going into the place ahead of you. The cameras basically cover the entirety of this landing.
Oh, God damn.
I mean, it's not big, right? Like, it's literally just a landing with an elevator, the stairwell door, and like the door you're going into. Like, this entire area is like one small space.
All right. I'm probably just going to walk in then, given that there's no other direction to head in. So there you go.
The door's locked. Who would have thunk it?
We wouldn't happen to have a ragabash of open seal, would we? Jacob just says.
I'll go look over to Icarus and say, "You know how to open locks a little bit, right?"
I mean, I got some larceny skills.
Yeah, give it a try.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, sure.
I have some larceny skills. I'm out.
I'm out. Bye.
I do too. If you would rather me do it, but go ahead, Icarus.
Icarus disappeared from the stream.
He got shunted across the gauntlet by some malicious entity. The Weaver took exception to his reproach.
Yeah, got sucked into the lock.
I did realize that.
It's a mimic lock. It's a mimic lock.
Chris was a genie the whole time. Um, that was your third wish.
There's Icarus.
He's been released from his bottle.
You are muted, Icarus.
This would be larceny plus.
It would
Wits?
be wits larceny.
Gotcha.
And do you have any sort of equipment for this, or are you improvising?
I don't know. I will tell you no. He didn't think to bring like lock picking tools.
Okay.
I mean, he's got pins and like
it's gonna
miscellaneous stuff in his pockets, but nothing like for this specifically.
Sure. So it's gonna be wits larceny, difficulty 8.
Gotcha.
And through the pack leak, Havika says, I'm going to take some inspiration from Tetzalapoka. Going to take some of his mysticism and streetwise. You can have the rest of the streetwise.
Yeah.
All right. So Icarus
I got you.
gets down on his knees and pulls out his miscellaneous equipment, so to speak, in order to try to jimmy the lock. And with his little bit of streetwise, he manages to click open the door.
Good job.
You're welcome. He'll put the stuff back in his pockets. He's just like, yeah, stuff that done. And he'll push the door open, and then he'll kind of like just wait for other people if they want to go first.
So when you press inside, immediately you're hit with that scent of like mechanical wrongness, like overwhelmingly smells of metal and oil and all of that shit. Maybe a little acrid, like something's been burning. And what you see is a room that's it's a very large open space. Doesn't look like it's walled off in any way except for one little corner. With the door open, you can see it's a little bathroom. And all around are workbenches and tables. There's a little like pallet in the corner. And sitting in the middle of the room with a computer apparatus around her is this person. However, she doesn't quite look so pretty. Her body, from what you can see, is immensely scarred and bloody and burned. It's almost like someone set off a bomb in her chest. She looks absolutely savaged. And when all of you enter into the room, she looks up from over top of the computers and leans back, forces a smirk. It looks pained. And she says, "Well, it was about time." She lifts up her cigar and takes a drag.
Well, you're persistent, I'll give you that.
Stubborn, I think, is the word you're looking for.
surprised he didn't jump town when the bomb went off.
Moving hurts.
Oh, I bet it does.
Wait, so she looks freshly exploded?
I said that this was a couple days after.
Oh, sorry.
It
Okay.
tag awful slow.
The state of the room. Do we see cameras or other people at all?
Nope. You don't see any other being.
So thus,
I would
really
like to
just
shift to Krynos.
Oop.
Okay. Milo hulks up into the war form.
So thus, really just dropped you just like that when you became inconvenient.
He has his own problems.
Mm.
That being outside of us.
I don't know. I don't delve too deep into his business.
Well, it's not like you don't know why we're here, so you gotta make this easy, you're gonna make this hard.
That's a fair question. She looks at Jacob, who she knows to be the quote-unquote leader in the room, the highest rank Garu. And she says, is this going to be easy or hard?
You know me, I prefer a smooth... Well, you don't, but I prefer a smooth operation. Besides, I got questions.
I bet you do.
I always do. It's my greatest fault.
Everyone go ahead and make me a perception alertness roll, if you would, please.
Yeah. Four successes.
Krynos doesn't affect your perception at all, right?
No.
Oh, 3 successes. I did that in reverse. Whoops.
All right, so everybody manages to, because this place, other than the low hum of computer fans and that sort of thing, power sources and this and the other, there's not a lot of ambient noise. Everyone hears the sound of helicopter rotors approaching.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
You motherfucker, out of character.
Icarus will look at the windows, or at least in the direction where he imagines the windows are, depending on if there's enough light to see it.
You don't see anything.
Well,
Oh, either we're dealing with
Milo scans through.
Go ahead, Robin.
Milo scans the room for cover.
Oh yeah, I mean there's tons of tables and stuff. Yeah, I mean there's a plethora of cover.
Okay, he's being very mindful of where the nearest one is, just in case something loud happens.
So says to the pack link, right? If you're gonna make her do that thing, make her do it so we can inundate her. Or sedate her.
At this point, Melasya picks up a small little mask and looks like she's sucking air through it.
What you need that for? And what the fuck is that sound? Jacob says as he kind of looks around the room.
It's a helicopter.
She looks
Icarus
around.
is gonna. Icarus is
Not
gonna
sure.
start to like back up towards the door. I mean, he's not gonna be. Yeah.
I am going to assume there are probably going to be drones. Which explains, as he kind of points at the computer apparatus around her head, what she's been doing probably for the past 5 or 10 minutes.
I don't think helicopter. I don't think a drone would be that loud.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Well, considering I now appear to be on a running schedule, let's get to question time. What was the plan of those atomic spirits?
She looks at Jacob and says, I don't know. Nothing good.
I'm gonna true forgot her. I definitely succeed. I get 3 10s. I assume she's telling the truth.
She is? That technology was meant for disaster mitigation.
Why are you helping him?
Because I can, and he pays well.
My God.
I have no love for you or your nation after what they did to me.
To be fair, I think most of us have very little love for what the people for what that guy did to you, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, well, some would say that's exactly here. It matters to me, obviously.
I can't exactly was kosher with most of the nation, but that again, sort of a moot point now. Did you build that reactor for him?
It's not the reactor.
What is it?
As I said, it was meant to be disaster mitigation technology. When dropped from an airplane, they spear into the ground and are supposed to administer liquid nitrogen to freeze the ground in order to stop the spread of contaminated soil.
This thing is designed to resist against radiation.
Designed to.
And its
But can be
actual
tweaked.
purpose?
But can be tweaked in a number of ways.
Icarus is going to be facing out where where we walked in while everyone's looking at her. He's just going to be by the door, like looking to see or try to listen if anybody's coming up the stairs or coming through the elevator.
Okay, roll me perception alertness.
Can do.
How was it tweaked?
Wow. Atomic spirits just don't appear by themselves.
Well, no. As above, so below.
So when you take the atomic spirit from above and put it below,
Wait, so this thing is meant to contain... That device is meant to contain radiation.
no. It's meant to spread radiation.
Oh, damn it.
It's just being contained there.
That was a test run at the IAS facility. Not a very good one. But the prototype has been fixed. He has what he needs. He no longer needs me. And here we are.
You have any idea where he's going to deploy it?
What kind of stupid fucking question is that?
I never said it wasn't a long shot.
If you're going to make me say it, she leans forward, grimaces, and then smirks. Your precious little park.
And he dropped it from a plane.
Oh, it's not just one.
Ah.
Do you know how large that park is? Takes many.
How many does he have?
Enough.
Specifically.
Enough.
Okay, I can make you say it if I need to.
Enough. What more do you need to know than enough?
The more information, the more prepared my side is. Thought that would be obvious.
At this point, the helicopter seems to be settling over top of the building. It's very loud. She, for her part, she actually looks a little surprised and glances up. Well, this is unexpected.
Those aren't yours?
No, they're not.
Oh, son of a bitch. I swear if he said a hit squad at you at this time of day.
What's that, Chris?
Oh, I got 4 successes.
Just a truth for guy to confirm a surprise, because obviously he doesn't trust her as
It
far
is
as he can
not.
try.
She is telling the truth. She has no idea who that is.
Yeah.
Good. Icarus got 4 successes to figure out if we're getting people coming.
You don't hear anything coming up the stairs.
Okay.
God, this better not be one of these fucking things.
Okay. So
4 ropes appear on the little balcony behind Melasya, and 4 individuals rappel down, and they swing up their rifles and shine light into the room and yell, "Everyone on the ground!" Just yell it out. They don't appear to be affected by Milo's Krynos form and do not seem to acknowledge it.
Would we recognize any of those voices?
You do not.
I immediately roll for cover.
Does their outfits bear the same logo as the truck?
They do not have IAS gear as far as you can tell. In fact,
Okay.
Milo, since you're looking for that, you happen to notice that on their shoulders, let me see, hang on. On their shoulders is this. Fuck it, too hard. It's the Glasswalker glyph.
Oh,
Through the pack link, Havaka say to Icarus, if you have the opportunity to go back to the car, bring one of my guns. Don't care which.
well, since Icarus is closest to the out the door,
Jacob,
takes
do you
off.
think- do you think they're here to clean up their mess from the
Let's
first
find
time?
out.
Oh, since Icarus is going to run and head down the stairs, I would like to roll for city running, if I still can.
Just spend the rage.
Sweet,
Right.
I'm spending the rage. Didn't know if I needed to roll anything else.
Okay. All right. Hang on. What are you going downstairs for again?
Oh, Havaka told him to go downstairs and grab a gun. So Icarus is like, okay, so go downstairs.
That is going to take a long time, even with city running. If a
That's
combat
fine.
pops off, this is all going to take place before it even comes back, before you even get back.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I'm... Okay.
Okay. So Icarus descends down the stairs.
Jacob is in cover. But is otherwise taking no offensive action. He
They
initially reacted thinking they were cops that just wanted to get out of a out of the way.
they gave everyone an order.
Yep. Well, Jacob's on the ground, just behind a table because they're pointing guns.
Yeah, Zelda's gonna get down and behind a thing, but she's gonna shift up into.
Okay, so I'm just making clear that all of you are ducking out into cover.
No. Havaka is not gonna cover, but he is gonna get down.
Guess.
Okay, because ducking into cover is not getting down. That is like we're getting ready for a fight. Just being clear. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, as soon as he have a glasswalker symbol. So now they're safe in theory. So yeah, Jacob just says, that's an afro you're pointing a gun at. What are you doing? What's your business?
The one in the lead directs the light onto Jacob. It is a tactical flashlight, so it is very bright.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, identify yourselves.
Jacob Clay, Homid, Philodox, Afro, Tribe Silverfang at a Sept of the Green.
Yourselves.
Milo does the whole spiel. I'm on a lag.
Zelda will announce herself as well. I'm not gonna go through the whole spiel, but yeah, she announces herself.
Yeah. Then Havaka Grant, Foster of the Nation, Philodox, Hamid, said member of the Apina tribe.
The lead guy lowers his gun, but he reaches over to a comm and says, "There's some of ours. Stand by. You're not sure who he's talking to. And then he walks over and or gestures, and two of the individuals with him make their way over to Melasya and grab her and push her to the floor and train their weapon on her.
We were in the middle of questioning her.
The lead one looks up and says, "Well, that's unfortunate."
Where are you taking her?
With us.
Who's telling you to take her?
The board.
Oh, shit. Okay. Jacob is just gonna activate mastery, and will simply say, "Tell me where those fucking devices are now." And I'm gonna roll
To who?
to Melasya. Because this is gonna be my last shot to actually do it.
Is it?
I have no idea, but I'm strapped for time here, so well, Jacob feels like he's strapped for time, given that okay, difficulty is equal to her wits plus 3. I have to roll my charisma plus leadership, which I think is 9.
It's going to be a difficulty 7.
Ooh. She's smart.
She's witty.
2 successes. So she yeah, she has to tell me.
She says, "IS Site B."
I know Russian. Like, me and Zelda know Russian. What did she say?
She didn't say it in Russian. She said IS Site B.
Oh.
Shit.
The lead glasswalker lifts his gun back up whenever you start activating gifts, very clearly, and he says, "That's enough of that."
Site B. Fuck.
Wait, isn't that the one in? Never mind. We'll talk about it later.
Question, I guess. If I need to make a roll to make this as subtle as possible, I want to make a gesture to Jacob, and it kind of comes. I'm trying to gesture off to him that I could turn off their guns if we really want to keep talking to her.
Jacob gives you a symbol to signify negative. Do not.
And then he won't do anything.
It's a shake of the head, basically. Yeah.
The lead guy, once it seems like you comply, sort of like shoulders the rifle, and he lifts off his mask, and the other ones do as well. Just sort of, it seems to be as a goodwill gesture. You see the 4 of these faces that are visible. My overlay is hiding one that you can't see.
Okay.
The lead in charge is the man on the far left. And he says, "Look, we have no we got no animosity for you or your Sept. It's just business."
I understand she has a lot of enemies.
Well, it's not actually about that.
They
The
were
board-
talking about.
The board seems to believe that she can be rehabilitated.
Are you fucking serious?
Meanwhile, the 2 in the front are zip tying Melasya's hands behind her back.
She has been killing Garu and Min left and right, and you guys want to keep her around because you're so little.
Kidnapped his wife and almost murdered her.
The Glasswalker smiles. He says, "So you're new to the nation, I take it?"
Like, just because you have guns doesn't mean you get to be snippy with me.
I'm just saying that it's business as usual.
To be fair, she wasn't exactly a part of a nation the time she did this. In fact, she teamed up with an enemy of the Sept.
Your Sept business is not our business. They yank her to her feet and begin making their way back towards the balcony.
Can I ask simply one more question? It's only one. Take the better part of a few seconds.
They don't seem to be listening to you, so if you're going to ask, you should just ask.
Fuck. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna do you. I mean, what are they gonna do? Kill me? Where is IS Site B?
Melasya smirks as they go to put a bag over her head, and she says, "You know where it is." She said, and she kind of like, as they're pulling her away, goes, "Oh, thank goodness you showed up. I think that those savages were going to kill me."
I need to make a rage roll.
Yeah. I will gain a rage for that. God, it's that location. Okay.
What time of year is it for the difficulty? It's cycling.
I'm not sure.
So, Jacob, does that rage take you over your maximum?
I think it does actually. Yeah.
Because I know they're particular
Okay.
about those rules. I would ask.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh,
go.
so-
You don't go over your rage. So instead, you can just roll rage. How about that?
Cool. I'll just roll 4 dice. What's the moon today?
It is waning gibbous.
So 5 plus 2 need additional success, so I can't actually frenzy, but still important to roll.
So difficulty 7.
Yeah, Jacob's pretty in control.
Wait, do one take away from rage rolls? Does one take away from rage rolls?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I botched it.
Nothing happens. You feel nothing. You just feel emptiness where there should be rage. And that's probably actually appropriate. But if no one does anything, they hook her up to one of the glasswalkers, and the glasswalker in front nods to all of them and says, "Thank you for your cooperation."
Who are you? Never introduced yourself.
Smiles. Don't worry, we're on your side. And then clips on to the rope.
Jake, over the pack link, Jacob says to Zelda, well, they clearly haven't been informed.
I guess not. Though, man, I would have been more interested in acting, but since we had that incident in the cyber room, I didn't want to cause any more problems, especially now that the board is actually here, I guess. I don't know who that is, but it just sounds important.
I think it is. I'll just leave him to it.
Oh, as they go to leave, the one with the glasses actually, and he just looks super awkward in his tactical gear, and he unclips real fast and walks over and says, "I nearly forgot," and he pulls out a small parcel out of his pack and offers it to Jacob Clay.
He'll go to open it.
He says, "You've been served. The board is expecting you soon."
You just Zelda says "fuck" in Russian, and it just echoes out into the fucking room from behind like a table.
Almost. Well, there we go.
And
Well, it's actually in the parcel.
he makes his way back over to the rope, clips on, rappels back up, and the glass walkers disappear, and the helicopter begins to peel away,
Okay.
leaving you alone in this room.
Oh shit! If they're leaving before I can open the parcel, then I will not open it. Mainly because there is a part of me that does think it might in fact be an IED. So Jacob will take that parcel and simply put it into his jacket. With everything else, the jacket is becoming quite full. He has a clave, 3 gas breaths. And yeah, I won't put that in his jacket. He'll probably just carry that. So Site B, that's 2 locations. I could just walk up to Vasily and order him to tell me. In which case I could transfer the information to Zelda over immediately, and we could form a hit. We could hit those locations. Put me in a lot of risk, but
I mean, we
fuck it
know
at this
where
point.
Site B is at.
Yeah.
We had that location a long time ago.
But is that the only location?
Correct me if I'm wrong, ST. There's only like, I mean, there's some.
There's a facility in upstate New York.
Yeah, there's a facility upstate in New York.
We will want to check that at some point.
At some point.
At some point.
Let's see what we can get here, if anything.
All right. They just took it from a PC, so it's probably still has it logged in, doesn't it?
Should.
All right, I'm going to go interact with the PC.
Okay.
What
Go
was
ahead
she
and
looking at? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead and make me a wits computer roll.
Okay, what is my computer actually? It is only 1. 3 successes. 5 if I have, well, it's cool-headed. I assume that doesn't apply here.
No. You you go and start looking through Melasya's computer, which is many windows. You find basically what you asked about. You sort of see the schematics of these weaponized rods. You see them. You're able to find videos of them testing, dropping them from planes, and them driving into the ground. And it seems like they work exactly, sort of like how she described it and how you expected based on what she described. You also find a shitload of pornography, just interspersed throughout, and a lot of torture porn too. Really kind of fucked up stuff. But Yeah. You also find a memo from, or not a memo, but an email from Vasily saying, thanking Melasya for her work, telling her that he has deposited a very large sum of money directly into her account, and that the glorious hour is nigh.
Can I burn all that to like a CD, USB, etc.? I assume there's at least one of those lying around somewhere.
You can find a
Minus,
thumb drive.
minus the porn.
Yeah.
No. Wait, that's important too.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm a professional. As funny as it would be, I'm not handing the beta and the alpha for Sept USB full of torture porn. I'm not, in fact, Ragabash.
Well, not that stuff. The other stuff.
I burn all the relevant material to a thumb drive.
After about 10 minutes or so, Icarus comes jogging back with guns, I assume.
Yep.
Congrats, Icarus! You did it.
He looks around. He just kind of, you could tell he's debating about dropping the guns with his pout, but he doesn't. He just hugs them a little closer. He goes, I missed it, didn't I?
Nothing fucking happened. That's what you missed. As he takes some stuff into his duster.
Jacob's just typing on the
So
computer.
where'd she go?
They caught word you were back in heat, and they bolted. Nah,
Literally, the glasswatch get to order us around when they just have guns and soldiers on their hands.
So where'd she go, though?
The glasswatch
fair-
stickers.
To be fair, I kind of fucked him a few weeks ago, so which ironically was what brought us to this location. So
they're going to rehabilitate. Yeah, they're going to retrain her because apparently they are so weak that they have to take her with her.
Wow. That's some serious hatred you got on.
well,
Just a little bit. Just
it
a
is
little
not
bit.
illegitimate, to be fair. If this involved my wife, it would be very much the same.
I said what I said. There's some serious hate on for a tribe. Not a person. A whole damn tribe. But I mean that kind of sucks.
Oh,
What are they gonna do? Like plug her up to like the computer and like wipe her brain?
I don't know what glasswalkers do, but that might be a good start. Either way, she's gone. No punishment outside of looking like a piece of shit.
Well, truth be told, it probably saves a lot of us at the Sept some real grief and spoiled emotions as far as dealing with her. So, may be a blessing in that way. We have what we need and where to go next, so we can just use that. Save your aggression for Vasily.
Saves us a fight, and I don't really need to be making more enemies. Well, we don't need to be making enemies among the Glasswalkers right now in general. Especially not me, but all of us.
What about you?
Oh, didn't I tell you about that thing of the archive that kind of went to hell? Never mind. It's the information we got from. Never mind. Basically, the reason we did something with an archive, it literally got us the information which led us here, and also got you the power to set off that bomb. It went tits up though, and the board is expecting me, which was expected, but.
You got served in the middle of collection. That's just like the worst thing ever. It's like, hey, we're gonna do this thing and take her. And by the way, we'll see you at court. Here you go. That is some shit. You should get yourself a lawyer.
I am a walking, talking.
Are you gonna ask your mom?
I literally am a lawyer, Icarus. That's literally my job.
I know.
He says taking the thumb drive out. Anyway, I've got all the relevant information I could get from Melasya's computer. We probably want to just, to be honest, fuck. I'll just rip out the hard drive as well to be safe.
But I mean, I'm just saying you should probably get a lawyer, though. You seem to be pretty heavily invested, and it would be good to have somebody who isn't nearly as heavily invested to represent you.
Do you think I'd be an Afrophilolux if I could not speak on my own behalf?
I'm just simply telling you, if you're going to go up against like a board, and he puts quotes, you should probably also have someone to represent you in case, and he kind of like does like this general wave. You like to throw your rank around, like sometimes, a lot of times you do.
Sometimes, when I get pissed off.
Exactly. You got to be level-headed. This is lawyer shit. I'm just saying.
Are you trying to sell us your services, Icarus?
I happen to know a lawyer, and Jacob said his mom's a lawyer. So, well, I'm sorry. I know a paralegal, and my mom was a lawyer, and now Mabel. I wouldn't put Mabel in this shit, but I'm just saying you should probably, get a lawyer.
I am a lawyer.
Okay. Just saying, they want to do all that human shit on you.
I don't know. This is not human. This is Garu.
Look.
This is literally Garu.
Technicalities are everything. Just saying.
Milo relaxes to Hamid and starts to head out.
Let's get the fuck out of here. I've got all the relevant information. Frankly, the rest of the place doesn't matter. I've got any Veil unsafe material is on this hard drive, which he's just ripped out of the machine.
That's not how.
And so the Sept of the Green makes their exits from the belly of the beast and exits the building with relevant information, but perhaps not the closure they were looking for. And unless anyone has anything else, I think we can end the scene there.
Zelda's just gonna trank herself. Fuck it.
Shit.
Zelda's gonna go home and get high on elephant drink.
Jesus.
Otherwise, thank you, players, for playing, watchers for watching, and good night.